I ain't gonna give up. Got too little time, I'ma live up. Head down, push forward through the tough times, cause anything worth doing is a tough climb.
So I'm gonna walk you guys through a storyline. But the one thing that is the culprit or the protagonist in this story is the snow. I want to pay close attention to the depth. And yeah, let's start this story. So a man named Greg was out feeding his cows one day. His cows decided that they were incredibly hungry and they needed more hay. Got another couple bales, please, sir. And so Greg, being the good farmer that he was, he said, "You know what? Sure, girls, I'll get you some more hay. I'm gonna hop in my trusty skid loader and I'm gonna go get some more hay for you. I'll have it out in a jiff." Now this winter was a winter much like most every other winter, but it was particularly snowy this winter. And Greg was starting to have trouble finding places to put all the extra snow. But he thought, well, this skidder is a good skidder and it's trusty and it'll get me through the year. We'll fix what needs to be fixed and we can get her in and get her down and have some time. Greg knew that there were things that probably needed fixed on this skidder, but she was a real trusty piece of equipment. Until the day that he went out to go feed the cows. And the skidder gave up the ghost. Now Greg wasn't hurt during this situation, but it sure did scare him. He almost had to go in the house and change his drawers. So, what happened on this fine day is Greg was headed out to the path that he had made through the winter wonderland of snow in Minnesota. And he had gotten a bale picked up out of the wrapped bales, cut the plastic off the sides and the top as much as he could, and proceeded to lift straight up, which is something that he had done many, many times before. But in this particular instance, it had rained twice, and the snow was incredibly hard. There was big piles on each side, and well, that poor skidder, she was working pretty hard. And what happened? Skidder decided she couldn't handle it anymore. And though she pulled with all her might, lifted and tried to be a good girl and get the job done, because the farm never sleeps and the farm never rests and everybody always needs something on the farm, she just couldn't do it. She come up to this here bale, stabbed, and dropped. Left a big pile of snow in front, so Greg had to lift out the broken parts of his skidder. And though he was upset about the situation, he knew incredibly well that the skidder had done everything that she could do with this hard-packed winter snow. This was a year that wasn't like every other year. This was a year that the snow come in heavy and fast and wet and hard and decided to just stay. And no matter how much he wished upon a star, it just kept being winter in Minnesota. And even though he had done his best to prepare his equipment, it just wasn't enough this year. And so the poor skidder had to give up her reign of the farmyard feeder to cash, to the Y90 XD Alice Chalmers gas tractor. And though this gas tractor is a good gas tractor, he is a lot less efficient than that nice little skidder is. He likes to be out in the field in the summertime, not really moving a heck of a lot of snow, and picking up bales and deep in a bale row. See, the spindles on this tractor aren't exactly made for all that, but he'll get the job done and he'll do the rest of the work all winter while the little skidder gets fixed up. And though this little skidder has a lot of fixing that needs done on her, she's gonna get up and running again, and she'll be back to work and back to action with her farmer Greg. Come to help feed and move poop and all the things that a little skidder can do on a farm. And she'll come back to be as good, if not better, than she was before. As we come to the conclusion of our story, I'd like to remind you guys out there in the big wide world that wintertime is not a friendly place for everything. The wet, the cold, and the heavy snow, it can take its toll on things. Please stay safe. And even though we're coming to the end of it, it's not done yet. So hang on to your hats, ladies and gentlemen, and get ready for the spring to hopefully come. Thanks for sticking around for story time, guys. Something different, something new. I've got 2 little kids, so story time's a big thing here. Yeah, hope you enjoyed it. It's a little bit off the cuff, a little bit weird, but it might be kind of fun. Reminds me of Paul Harvey. All right, well, in true Wild Ass Farms form, check you later.
I ain't gonna give up. Got too little time, I'ma live up. Head down, push forward through the tough times, 'cause anything worth doing is a tough climb. And I ain't gonna give up. Got too little time, I'ma live up. Head down, push forward through the tough times, 'cause anything worth doing is a tough climb. 'Cause I'ma live life for the fight, yeah, I'm here to get it. I got drive, got sight, always have a vision. I don't lie at night, I be in my feelings, I'ma be